the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brantley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Great to have you here. Y'all, this time I'm talking about some 90 Day Fiance, the single life. Yes, indeed. We did this I think last year or so we covered 90 Day Fiance, the single life with Chantal and everybody in between. No, that was I'm trying to think who was on the single life that season. We did cover Hunt for Love, which has Chantal on, but either way, we covered 90 Day Fiance, the single life. Oh, that was Teray. Yep, that was Teray in that season. So we covered 90 Day Fiance, the single life with Teray and everybody else, Hunt for Love. And so now we're back, season 5, episode 1. And oh my Lord, so much to talk about and a whole lot to get through. So let's get to it. Higher is waiting, lower is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hopefully, all is well with you upon today. Let's get to it because, my Lord, it's been a minute since I reviewed 90 Day Fiance, so you got to give me a minute. But I did take my notes, right? So the show opens up with highlights of the cast members and their past relationships, right? So we got Sophie, who's 26, Austin, Texas. That's where she lives. Liz, 33 years old, Seattle, Washington, and Julia, 31, Norfolk, Virginia. Sophie is from London, but she lives in Texas, and she was married to Rob for 3 years. Very toxic marriage, allegedly. Hey, Sebastian, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Very toxic marriage, apparently. We covered Rob on 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love, where he was trying to find a new love, and there was another Latina, and it did not work out. So I'm not going to say all Latinas are bad, but maybe the ones that Rob is picking is just not good for him. So Liz has never traveled anywhere, so that's exciting for her. All the ladies are excited for the men. And so Liz and Sophie met at the No Limits Tell-On, did not get along at first, but now they're friends. And so Liz likes older men. And Liz, lived in San Francisco, but now she's in Seattle, Washington. And Julia is married to Brendan, but she's married, but she's fun, right? That's what Sophie says. And Julia is from Russia, but now she lives in Norfolk, Virginia. And Julia is pregnant, so congratulations on that. He hopes that nobody, catches her, drinking mocktails. So Sophie was so hopeful in the beginning. 6 years ago, that's when she met Rob. And Rob had dating profile while they were married. Now, Rob says that Sophie told him to go get a dating app after 10 times. Here's the thing, right? If I could just be honest. Hello, Ashe. Or is that how you say it? Ashley? I think. Hello, welcome in. Glad to have you. I'm doing well. Talking about 90 Day Fiance. Glad to have you in. So here's the thing, right? If you are in a marriage, right? I personally, if you tell me to go get on a dating app, 10 times out of 10, you really don't want me to do it, right? Now, was that right for Sophie to tell Rob to go do that? No. because Rob did what he did. Right? He got on a dating app. So I feel like it's bad on both sides. Sophie should not have told Rob to go get on a dating app, and Rob should not have gotten on the dating app. Whether it was the fact of he had it, while they were married, or the fact that Sophie told Rob to go get on the dating app, that should not have happened. Should not have happened. So Sophie was 20 years old when she started talking to Rob. So then, for the last 4 months, Sophie has been talking to somebody tall, handsome, this, that, and the third, and it is Pedro. From the family Chantal, Pedro. Yes, that Pedro. So he's back in the universe. And I thought he was done with reality TV after Chantal and everything. Now, Chantal is, married to a female that she, had a kiss with before Chantal went off to, the resort for 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love. So she is married, but I'm sure she'll be watching The Single Life like, what the hell? But I think this was a rumor actually at 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love. I think that was a rumor about Sophie and Pedro. So the first time that they meet, Pedro gives Sophie a $2,000 necklace. I don't have $2,000 in my account. I don't. Why $2,000 on a necklace, bro? You could find, maybe like, I don't know, a $200 necklace, $300 necklace, something where you can save some money. That's just me. Because, if you lose the necklace, then you lost $2,000 essentially, right? But that's just me. So Pedro is in Atlanta, Sophie's in Texas, so they don't really get to see each other. Now, Sophie is there for Nicole, right? Nicole is Pedro's sister. If you watch the family Chantal, you know who she is. Child, she is. The fact that somebody wanted to marry her, my Lord Jesus, God help us all. So Sophie is not ready for a relationship. I feel like this is a healthy state of mind to be in after you've been with somebody since you've talked with them from 20 years old all the way to 26. 26 is like that, in between age. So for like 6 years, that's been your life. I think you deserve, a rest period and not to be in anything serious, but you can always explore, right? So then we are seeing a laser tag event outside, right? So Kim, 55, San Diego, for the past 10, 20 years, she's been really down about herself, and she's been on a weight loss journey for 1 year and has lost 57 pounds. Now, first of all, congratulations on the weight loss. That is a huge deal. And Kimberly, 19 years old, was in the military, jumping out of planes, and she was a sharpshooter. So she's on this date with Javier that their mutual friend Sarah, set up. And Kimberly, for those of you who may not remember, she was with Usman. She met him 5 years ago on social media. He's a rapper and this, that, third. He was also on 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love. So after 11 months of talking, they meet Usman and Kimberly. And Usman wanted to have a second wife, wanted to have children. And I don't know of anybody that I know, or that you know, or that we know, that's going to allow you to have a second wife so you can have children. No. So Kimberly does not need a man, but she misses having a man, right? And I think that this is a very fair perspective. I think at this point, with dating and relationships and everything in between, people are just finding people for where they are in life now. And I was talking with a coworker today, and I had a moment at my job today. I really did. It was after, me talking to my mom about some adulting things that I need to do in my life. And it just kind of weighed heavy on me. I'm like, some of my friends and family members are married, they're having kids, but she was like, also don't feel bad that you don't have that either. And she said, I don't know why we live in a society where, if you're not, married by 30 and have kids, it's that third that your life is over. And I didn't feel that my life was over, but I guess it's trying to find a new way to see a, a new way to see a potential chapter, if that makes sense, right? So I actually related to Kimberly when she said about being down on herself because life be lifing. It does. Um, and for Kimberly to still see that there is a possibility for her to be more of herself, I thought that was just brilliant. So she misses having a man. She doesn't need a man, and I think that's a lot of people. They don't need a woman. They don't need a man, but they don't. How, they don't need a man or need a woman, but they want one, right? They miss having a companion. And I feel so alone for somebody. I love them for them. So we learned that Javier lives with two ladies, and one of the ladies he used to date, and he cheated on her. And Kimberly is like, nope, nope, no, 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 nope, 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 no, no, no. Or as I like to say, no, 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 no. So Jamal comes over to visit his mom, and Jamal and Kimberly is clashing, and Kim has kept some things hidden from Jamal. Now we're gonna get to that a little bit later, and y'all, I have so many thoughts on that. It, I think I might surprise you with my take when we get to Kimberly a little bit later. So now go from Kimberly to Gino. 56, Canton, Michigan. He is soul cycling, right? And after Jasmine, he wants to meet some young, beautiful single ladies. Gino, I pray the best for you, bro, but like, I don't know. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. So he met Jasmine 4 years ago, and it was a very just no bueno relationship and marriage. So 2 months after they separated, Jasmine and Matt had a baby, and there it is. And so Gino was gutted by that. But now Gino is going to a singles event, and Gino says that being rejected online is better. I will. Hey, Florian, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Listen, reality TV is what I do best, my friend. And I've been in the 90-day world for a time or so. We used to review it in the Oz collab pretty much every time it was on, but then it got dissipated. And so, yes, indeed. But we did the single life. I think it was last year. I think 2025 or the year before that. Actually, let me see something. I want to make sure that I get this right. Now, give me a moment. Let me see. 90-day fiance single life. Yeah, so yeah, about 1 year ago. Yep, about 1 year ago we reviewed that. Yeah, 20 so actually no, 2024 we reviewed that in 2024. So about 2026, 2025, 2024. So about 3 years ago. But we still reviewed it and everything. So yes, indeed. Good to see you, my friend. As always, love you. Love you. You know that rather. So, like I said, whether you are online dating or in-person dating, nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody. I feel like I've gotten better with my rejections because it's just like, okay, you know what? Sometimes people just don't work out. That don't mean you a bad person. It's just you may not be compatible for that person, or may not be compatible for that person with where they are in life, right? So Gino's going to this event where there's kickball, and Gino got in there, made it do what it do. And there's this woman named Aaron who asked who Gino is, so that's a win. And there's 70% women in this group, and Gino is not yet divorced. Now, a lot of people feel a way about this. I will say this, right? I think that logistically and logically, it makes a lot of sense for people to want somebody to be fully divorced. because they don't want any soul ties to linger into the new potential relation. But in the same token, I look at Gino of like, okay, at least he was honest about it. You know what I mean? Like the paperwork is still the paperwork. So you know what I mean? But with that being said, the Lays are not here for it. I typed in my notes, fair question. And the Lays are like, the fuck you mean? Like, is he serious? When, Gino asked, what do you look for in a man? And it was a decent question, but it was just the circumstances, right? So then this motherfucker, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, can't. I cannot with Pedro. The fact that Pedro is on national television after what he did to Chantal's family, I don't get it. He's on the show. I'm gonna review the whole show. So Pedro, 33, Atlanta, Georgia. He's from the Dominican Republic, but now he lives in Georgia. So he decides to decorate the van that Sophie and her friends will be in as they're getting driven around the Dominican Republic. And Pedro is here for all of Sophie. Now, Sophie, she's a beautiful looking, woman. But I gotta get to know a person. So, she's beautiful, but she's one of many, just keep it in a book, just saying, no disrespect to Sophie. But with that being said, 9 years ago, Pedro met Chantal. And if you guys remember, the family Chantal was the first big spinoff in the 90 Day Fiance universe, where it was two individuals that were so magnetizing and hypnotizing to the audience that they got their own spinoff show. And so Pedro said that Chantal's family was crazy. Bruh, the chicken feet, I will never forget the chicken feet that your mama did. And your sister Nicole, the headache that she is, my Lord, and she's getting married to somebody. Ooh, Lord, whoever that brother is, listen, if you get divorced, nobody's gonna be mad at you. Okay? And then Pedro's mom was trying to date somebody, rather. I was about to say divorce somebody. Yeah, you gotta go back and watch the family Chantal to see why I feel the way I feel about Pedro's mama and his sister. But Pedro, your family was just as crazy, if not more. So at 33 years old, Pedro wants that life of the wife and the kids and everything in between, right? So then we're back with Kim, and she is a spa supervisor at a hotel casino for 2 years. And it looked like a really nice spa. It really did. So we meet Lily, who is a work friend, and Lily feels for Kim because Kim's never been in love. Lily feels for Kim. And, Lily is a good friend, 10 toes down type of friend. And so Laura and Jody are Kim's friends. And there's this thing called Picture Friend. And I'm just like, thank God none of my friends know about this. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Because I'm just like, nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. But basically what it is that you sign your friend up and you type in facts about them, right? It's like a PowerPoint presentation. And then your friend introduces you, and then you take questions after you get introduced. And hopefully it leads to connections. Very novel concept. I will just say this. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's right. I'm only laughing at this because it's just like, why are platforms like this created? Updating, which is another platform too, where you are blindfolded the whole time and you're just using the power of your voice and you're in front of, this group of people and this, that, and third. There's plenty of live dating, events, singles dating events, and also too, events like updating and Picture Friend. And my thing is this. It's not. I'm laughing because of the absurdity of it. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's cool. I do think it's out of line when a friend pitches you when you didn't even get permission, right? Because I want to know what I'm going into. So I felt for Kimberly. I'm just like, oh my God, the nervousness of it, all this, that, and the third. And there was a gentleman that said, "Thank you for your service." Now I thought, I mean, it's the absurdity of it because like Kim is 55. She's in this, event with, mostly everybody being her son or, wet behind the ears rather. They still got milk behind the ears, whatever. And I felt bad for her because I'm just like, it was a good intentioned thing, but like, y'all let Kim be Kim. And so after this gentleman said thank you for your service, which I thought was an honorable thing to do, there was this woman that, as my dad lives in New York, do you mind long distance relationships? And I just wonder about the people that, happen to be on TV when you're watching your daughter or your son or somebody, it's like, you could have asked me, like, hello, I got preferences, the hell. So I thought Picture Friend was cute, but don't do that again to Kim's friends. Okay, don't do that shit again. All right, just saying. But I do like the concept, and your friends know you sometimes better than your family. Thank God wasn't Picture Friend Family Edition because oh my lord, family knows everything. Okay, so then we get to Gino, and he's at the grocery store. He's getting pasta sauce 2 for $5. And he goes to this meat clerk and he was like, "Where's the hamburger meat?" Because my ex-wife was vegan, and so I couldn't eat meat. And so, I can't with you. I can't. Oh my God, the power of Christ compels me. So anyway, dating stresses him out because it is the unknown, right? And that is the risk that you take when you're trying to find love is you don't know what the other side is going to be. It's like love is blind, right? Um, and so after talking to the meat clerk says, "Enjoy your meat." I'm like, what in the hell are we doing? You could say, "Enjoy your burgers." Like, what are we doing here? I was just, no, 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 no. No. So I thought that was hilarious. And Gino's been posting more on social media. And there was a comment that made him laugh about I wouldn't be able to pay attention to my trainer because I'm paying attention to you. And then there's this, then he says there's tons of DMs from women. We would have to see the DMs to see if that's verified or not. But there's a woman named Natalie. Now, not the Natalie that is from, Sweden, right? Not that Natalie. Not that one. That one's completely different. But Natalie was a person that Gino dated for 8 months. And then when Jasmine called Natalie a whore from Vegas, now, Jasmine, you on hunt for love, okay? And you did some whorish behavior, okay, in Tulum. Let's not do this. Let's not cast stones where you could get stones thrown back at you. All right, moving on. So they reconnected. Gino and Natalie reconnected at the tell-all, and Gino's going to be visiting her next week. So progress for Gino. Progress for Gino. Progress for Gino. Then it is girls' night. So Liz is in Seattle, Washington. It is gloomy. There's no sunshine. Um, so she's excited, right? So her last relationship was with Ed. Now, if you don't know Ed, he's from my damn state of Arkansas. I just want to apologize. That's not all of Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I just want to apologize because Ed, he's a character, and he's such a character that he utilizes mayonnaise in his head. I'm not joking. He literally takes mayonnaise, like Hellman's, like Kraft mayo, the mayo that goes on your sandwiches, right? Or I don't know if people put mayo on wings. I know they might put mayo in salads, but anyway, he puts mayo through his hair, through his hair, through his hair. That's what shampoo and conditioner are for. And then there was this woman named Rose, right? And so Rose wanted a child, but he was going to get snipped, and he put it off on telling her. And then there was another woman, I think Ed was on the single life, and he kept pushing and pushing and pushing for this relationship and did not allow the relationship to breathe at all. So Ed is just a whole hot mess. Okay. So I was happy to see Liz on the single life. I'm like, live your best life. I'm here for it. So Ed ended the relationship 1 month before they were supposed to get married. And as Liz is crying, Ed says, well, Liz, just know I'm always going to be an asshole. Bruh, what is wrong with you? You don't say that. No. Now, I'm not gonna sit here in front. I'm gonna be real with y'all because I'm very accountable over here, right? And so whenever you have always been the best friend, this, that, and third, that could create a resentment, right? And so, I have had thoughts where, if I found my person and she said that she loved me, I would say, you really don't love me. You're just saying that because I'm just company for right now. You got a roster. I'm just here to be here. You ain't got no feelings for me. And now listen, that sounds harsh, right? And it is. But I have evolved from that stage of that not just that stage of where I was, that state of mind, but also that thought process, because something that's really important that I think we all have heard is don't carry old bags into a new destination, right? Don't carry old feelings that should be for somebody else, and give that to somebody who genuinely loves you for you. It's easier said than done because everybody wants their lick back one good time. But, you have to work on you, right? I think that goes for everybody. And so I feel where, Liz could have a mean, selfish heart. It could be a crass heart, but she does not have that after Ed. And so for that, I give her a lot of credit. And I think we also need to recognize that in today's world, right, many things can be true. You can want love, but also, too, you could also be upset over not being chosen and, questioning, can love be real for you when real love is in front of you? I think that's fair. I think many people have been in that situation before, okay? So what we don't do over here is we don't judge, okay? We elevate. Now, if we need to do some judging, right? Then we, judge from the facts as they are, right? And I know that what I just said was like, damn, bro, you really felt that? For real, you really felt that way? If you found the right one that you would say that? I did for a very long time, right? Because I know I'm a good dude. I go to work, come home, keep my life simplistic, and I'm about being respectful, not just to the people in my life, not just to what I let myself to hear in terms of sound, but also to I'm about making sure that my space of peace is always protected. So living in this world that we live in today, I was raised old school, to open up the door for women, to pay the bill, to make sure that, hey, everybody gets home safe, text your family and friends, right? To do call-ins, this, that, third. I've been raised so old school that it clashes with the new school where you might think, well, good damn, does nobody give a fuck about, care, consideration, and connecting with people anymore? So you feel like an outcast. You do. And this is why I love dating and relationship shows, especially, shows like this 9 Day Fiance, The Single Life, because the single life is the portal to see the alumni still try to find love. 9 Day Fiance is where you come into the United States of America if you're a foreigner on K1 visa and you have to get married in 90 days, right? And it's this pressure cooker to see if love can really be. And so I've always loved the franchise, and I think that The Single Life has given, honestly, some people a new life. It's just like if you go on Bachelor in Paradise, right? Let's just say that, the season that you were on, The Bachelor, Bachelorette, you had a season, and you go on there and you showcase yourself in a way that, so that's, you really are a nice person. Oh my, what happened to you? And then you gain a whole new audience, right? So, like I said, I'm just as calm, just as smooth, I'm just as, real. I'm also human, right? And I think sometimes we need to understand the totality of a person and not just part of what we want to see. Okay. Don't worry about the temporary visitors to your art gallery. Worry about the permanent members that are here to see the whole collection, right? So yeah. So with all that being said, let's continue here. So Liz was dating somebody named Jason for 4 months, but discovered that Jason was dating a girlfriend that, let me flip a reverse rewind back. So Liz was dating this guy named Jason. They were dating for 4 months. In that 4 months, Liz finds out that Jason was cheating on Liz with a girlfriend that he's been dating for over a year, right? And Liz had a mass growing in her stomach. And she found this out because of the miscarriage that happened with Jason and was stage 1 ovarian cancer. First of all, thank God Liz is still here. Amen, amen, and amen. Cancer is sick, it's disgusting, and fuck cancer. Okay? Let's all agree on that. And I would just think after Ed, after Jason, after having cancer, it's just like, I'm accepting only the best and nothing but that. You know what I mean? So I was really excited for Liz to be on this show. And so we see the van decorated. The van was cute, but the other stuff got Sophie overwhelmed. And the last time that Pedro saw Sophie, it's been 2.5 months, right? So Sophie gives Pedro a bro hug. And Pedro's like, even in, baseball, you get a little pat on the ass. It's like, bro, not everybody is, for that. There was this skit called Slap Ass from Key and Peele, and the humor from back in the day that does not jive with today, my Lord Jesus. Holy. But anyway, so there's a rooftop bar. And so Liz, Sophie, and Julia are all going to go up to meet Pedro's friends. Sophie felt like she was walking into a job interview, and she is feeling that Pedro already in his mind thinks that they go together, right? So now we're back with Kim. So Kim is going to get a hookup from this guy named B. And Kim has urges and needs at 55 years old. And personally, tell you the truth, I think that this is a wonderful thing. Let me get the applause button for Kim real quick. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Oh, hang on, one more. There we go. I'm so proud of Kim for this, because it's just like people in their 50s and 60s and 70s, they got needs too. Like, I'm not mad at this, right? Now, I will say that if y'all can't go to each other's house, something in the buttermilk ain't clean. You know what I mean? So there is that. I don't think you should have to sacrifice your circumstances in order to get what you need. I really don't believe that's necessary. But at the same token, as long as it's consensual and everything in between, go forth, prosper, and multiply, and be in your joy, right? That's just how I feel about it. And I think we forget as we get older, the chapters may change, right? The chapters of life may change, but the feelings of what we want our life usually never do, right? So B and Kimberly, were dating for 6 months before Usman, and they're in a FWB, a friends with benefits, and B asked for Kim to be in a throuple. So you got B who asked Kim to be in a throuple. You got Usman who wanted a second wife so he could have children. So Kim has always been basically an option, but never the main choice, right? So one of the friends, I can't remember which one of Kim's friends. Let me go back. So I think it was Jody said that it is refreshing for Kim to have a whole face. Laura and Jody, y'all are awesome. Okay, I just want to give y'all love on that. I think it's great for Kim to be able to live her life, but also too, I think it's also fair that Kim gets to consume the best of her life. I really do believe that. And so they hook up every couple of weeks, and a vibe is happening between them, in the hotel room. And B says his name is B because he's always buzzing. And I said, child, this is what I put in my notes. I said, not only is he buzzing, but he's also pollinating. But Kim wants more. She definitely wants more, see something with him. And, B said that only with time we'll be able to find out, right? So then, after all that, right, we get to Gino now. So Gino is packing up to see Nally, right? And he's going to Washington, D.C. He feels like he's going to get up, so he doesn't need blue pills or anything like that, right? And so, Sophia, almost forgot. So that's basically that. So Gino's getting ready to go to D.C. to see Nally, and he's about, he feels like he's going to get up for her because he wants to get in. He's a man that's got needs, just like Nally's got needs, right? So then we're back in the Dominican Republic with Sophia, Liz, Julia, Pedro, and Pedro's friends. So Sophia feels like Pedro has his mind made up that they're together. And so then we see Via and Liz. Liz thinks Via is very good looking, smells good, maintain his grooming well, and they're dancing. And there's this dance called the bachata, and Liz says, I don't know how to dance, but she actually does know how to dance. So Villa is from Atlanta. He's a Libra. Liz is a Gemini, and they both have kids. And Sophie asks, "Is your friend a whore? Is your friend a hoe?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute!" And Pedro's like, I'm like, Pedro, knowing your behavior, bro, you have friends who are hoes, okay? Or they exhibit hoe behavior. The words of Todd Chrisley. Shout out to Todd Chrisley, by the way. But anyway, so Pedro, Sophie, and Sophie are talking, and Sophie and Rob hooked up. Yeah, they hooked up, even though they're getting divorced. This, that, third. They hooked up also too. Pedro thought the divorce has moved on because, Rob was this, that, the third, and he's like, I'm not here for this. If you want to go be with him, be with him. And then on top of all that, y'all, Rob called Sophie at 4:00 in the morning. Now, only people who are going to be able to call me at 4:00 in the morning is my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother. You know what I mean? Or it's got to be somebody I really care about. Otherwise, I am. Actually. Hang on. You know what? I got to do this right. Give me a moment. Because this is how I am. Okay? Now, I'm doing a skit, y'all. So just follow me here. So this is me. Okay, I'm gonna just show you how I am at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, like I said, my dad, my brothers, um, anybody that I genuinely like, I fuck with you the long way. And I fuck with you for just who you are beyond moments in time, but the totality of you, this, that, third. If you're not one of those people, this is how I am at 4 a.m. Hang on, you ready? Okay, here we go. Let me put it up here. All right, here we go.
I'll make them stop. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go sleep, little pig. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Go get time for you. La da da la da do, yeah. La da la 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 da 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 sa do do.
That is how I am at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you ain't gonna be calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? Listen. So, with that being said, I just gotta keep it a buck with y'all. I do. So, with that being said, I'm just like, okay, you need to get that worked out, Sophie. Or you and Rob together. So, y'all, this is where the episode really gets these. How shall I put it? Knees weak, arms heavy like spaghetti energy. Okay, shout out to Eminem. So we're with Kimberly. Jamal thinks that he's gonna come over to build a dresser, which he is, but there's some more stuff that Jamal, is gonna talk about with Kim. And so Kim has hidden things for years, right? And Kim talks about this guy named Larry. And no, we're not talking about SpongeBob living like Larry, not that Larry, okay? I wish I was SpongeBob, but anyway. So Larry's gonna come to San Diego to see where Kimberly grew up and get to know her family history. And this secret is as old as Braylon Lee is. 30-year secret. I'm 31, so I'm 1 year older than Kim's secret. Okay. And Jamal is not the only child. Now, for everybody in the 90-day universe, okay, the 90-day fandom, 90-day Fiance Nation, this is, shocking to the core because ever since we know Kimberly in the world 90-day Fiance, it's been her and Jamal, right? And so for 7.5 years, Kim and Jamal's dad, they were off and on, but Jamal's dad was always screwing somebody else. And so at 21 years old, now remember, Kimberly went to the military at 19 years old, but at 21 years old, she became a mom. So Kimberly put up Larry for adoption. And life has a way of lifing like a boomerang. Life is going to come around like a boomerang. Shout out to JoJo Siwa. But anyway, with that being said, Larry found out about Kimberly being his mom after a DNA test. And Kimberly told Jamal last year. And so Jamal feels lied to. Right? You a lie. You a cheat. And I don't want you. I don't want you as a mama no more. Shout out to Angela Bassett. And Jamal really takes this hard, right? The fact that he has an older brother out there that he could have been best friends with and had somebody to help him along his journey in manhood, this, that, and the third. And so last year, Kimberly and Jamal went to North Carolina to visit Larry's wife and his kids. And so Kimberly is a grandmother. And then add on top of this that Larry is Kimberly's son. Kimberly also put up a daughter for adoption. So Kimberly has 3 kids. Jamal, Larry, we don't know the daughter's name. And so there's going to be a deep talk to tell Larry that he has a sister. Now, I'm going to just say this, Jamal, to you. You have every right trying to breathe in this because I'm you can't tell people how to feel, right? So in one fashion, or in one sense, I understand where Jamal's coming from. Your mom is supposed to be your protector, your provider, and your comforter, right? She's never supposed to lie to you, this, that, and the third. But here's the thing, Jamal. Your mom could only do the best that she could. At 21 years old, there is nobody that's 21 years old that's ever ready to be an adult for any damn thing. Any damn thing. Any damn thing at all. Okay? So while I get you have every right to be upset with your mama that she hid this from you, that was her business. And you can't be mad at where she was at 21 years old. Because I bet you when you were 21, there were some things that you didn't tell your mama. Like I said, the people change, but the behaviors don't. Every parent did the best they could with the manual that they got from their parents. So your grandparents, your mom and your grandparents, which is your mom and dad's parents, their manual got down to your parents, and then your parents gave you their manual. So the manual's been broken. And so you, like I always say at the end of every tour, know what you do and do what you know. So I'm actually on Kimberly's side on this. I'm not negating Jamal's feelings, but you only get one mama, bro. You do. You only get one dad. Sometimes if you're blessed enough, there's great stepdads out there that become dads, but I have two dads that I love very much. And quite frankly, my mom and my two dads, they are great parents. And sometimes I feel like I don't even deserve. For real, for real. Not saying that I'm a baby kid, because I ain't, okay? I went from Nickelodeon to 1 million views, okay? So listen, I'm out here. I'm outside. So I'm doing okay. I'm not where I want to be, okay? But I'm not where I used to be, but I'm decent, right? So with that being said, you got to give your parents love, grace, and space, Jamal. You do. And listen, be happy that you have somebody. Because not everybody has somebody. My coworker that I talked with today, he's going through some stuff. You know, I'm trying to be a good, good colleague, coworker, and, good brother. And, he said that, his mom passed away in 1 year, his dad passed away in another, and he don't talk to his family. You know what I mean? And I immediately thought about, I mean, thought about myself. Now, I do talk to my family. I do, right? Do I talk to them as much as I should? No, because I do keep a lot of stuff in. The words of Shrek is better out than in. But just know that my mom, my dad, my sister ever need me, it ain't nothing but a word. Because they put up with the good, the bad, and the bracelet in the middle. And so, Jamal, that's why I would say you, brother. She loved you through your good, the bad, and the what, the Jamal in the middle. You need to love your mom, the good, the bad, and the what, the Kim in the middle. And, bruh, to be real with you, there's a lot of other families out here that's got worse secrets than your family. Be grateful is this secret. Okay? So that's why I say on Kimberly and Jamal, I was like, damn, that got to me. Heavy. Okay. So in the preview for the season, by the way, shout out to the 10 people here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have y'all here. So in the preview, we see Gino living it up. And it looks like it's a drag queen brunch, I think. So then we see Liz and Villa there. Let's get it on. Baby, let's get it on. So then we see Courtney and Colt. Now, Courtney and Colt, They made a connection during 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love. But as Courtney was going through Colt's phone, Courtney saw the DMs that has been sent between Colt and other women. And it's like, Colt, bruh, like he even admits it, that he has screwed up his relationships because he's lied or cheated or done both. Yeah. Bruh, after that woman helped you in Tulum, after you fell down by no accident, by no fault of your own, if you're doing that, you're a fucking piece of shit, Colt. And yes, your mama is a nutcase, but we haven't heard from Debbie. Thank God. And listen, Debbie does not need to come in and defend her son. Her son needs to be able to stand 10 toes down in his own bullshit. Okay? Let's keep it a buck. So then we see Kim getting nervous to tell Larry about his sister. And so then we see Vaja dancing with a gentleman. It's a dancing event, and this guy is territorial. It's like, bro, it's a dancing event. People are gonna be dancing with people, but this guy goes from 0 to 100 like that, right? And so then we see Sophie and Pedro talking, and Liz made Pedro feel that Sophie has another guy on her mind. And then there's this fallout with Sophie and Liz of, you never had my back and go home, Liz. So that is your 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Season 5, Episode 1, after show review. Child, a lot going on in this first episode. I'm looking forward to it. For right now, we're going to review it on Wednesdays. Hopefully it's not an hour and 30-minute episodes moving forward, because that's why it took so long. Plus I had something else that I was up to as well. But yes, so like I said, Potomac Monday, Married to Medicine Tuesday, right? Because we got the reunions coming up, so that'll be happening starting this week. So part one of Potomac and part one of Married to Medicine, respectively, will be Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be 90 Day Fiance. Once those 3-part reunions are done, then I'm going to move 90 Day Fiance from Wednesday to Monday. Okay? So you will always be getting content around here with reality TV. So, and I'm weighing on P-Valley, and so as soon as P-Valley comes on, we are going to review it. Damn it. Okay? That'll be the first. Yeah, I think that'll be the first scripted show that we actually review. I could review Paradise too, potentially. I do have Hulu. But also too, I definitely respect people who, they've been about it from the first, go at. But then again, there are some people that they'll jump into a season and they'll just go from where it is and give great takes. So you never know with me, but I gotta be hooked. I gotta find a thread that I can hold on to, and I have to believe that there's something for me to talk about from any of the content that I do an after show review with you all on here stuff. Yes, indeed. So we're gonna take it up to a full hour here, and then after that we'll play the we'll go to a commercial break rather, and yeah. So yes, indeed. By the way, thank y'all for the views on the Ready to Love Detroit season 11 episode 14 after show. Thank you guys so much for that. That was a great time. So Ready to Love is over with. We're waiting for Chicago. I'm waiting on Hard Hustle Houston season 2, if that is to come. Okay. And then of course the Never Ever Mets, we're waiting on that as well. By the way, thank y'all for watching the Milagro Grams live. I appreciate y'all. I did that live to just point out the hypocrisy. And like I said, what Zachary Campbell did was not cool. It wasn't right, but child, you can't cast no stone your damn self. And then, of course, y'all came through with the Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, and Sherry Shepherd. The horizontal got to 1,000 views, and then the vertical got to 300 views. So thank you. So much. Yes, indeed. So yeah, all good stuff here. Yes, indeed. So shout out to the 3 people here. Glad to have you here. We are live on tour. Glad to have you. Yes, indeed. Let me see if there's anything new coming into my phone at an alert. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything as of yet. Let's see here. Okay, so good news for the Cavs fans. 49, Cavaliers, Wizards, 39. So if you're a Cavs fan, congratulations to you, okay? The Cavs are winning. So, yes, indeed. Oh, my God. So, yep. We're just chillaxing here. 5 people in the building. Did you watch the first episode of 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life? Let me know what you think of it, how you feeling, how you're moving with it, and is there a favorite person that you have in the 90 Day Fiance universe? Of course, I feel like I should be married to Chantal, but she decided to be with a woman. We're happy for people who find love where they can find it. Okay, we're very happy for that. But I think Chantal Lee has a better name. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yes, indeed. So, all good in the neighborhood there. Yes. Taking y'all up to the full-fledged hour. Yes, indeed. Here, so. Sorry. But yep, we are just relaxing here. Glad to have y'all here, like I said. He said we'll take it up to the full-fledged hour, and then we'll go commercial break, chill out for a little bit, read y'all the Daily Motivator, and then we will head on out. So, but yes, indeed. So I can't believe it's already Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, and as y'all know, I am usually off on Thursdays, unless there is something in the culture that needs to be talked about. Then I'll be here, but otherwise, I'm off. I rested on Sundays. I rest on Thursdays. But yes, indeed. So, but no, shout out to Florian for being here. Shout out to Ashley Ellison for being here. Shout out to Sebastian for being here as well. Shout out to the 9 people that are here right now. Thank you. 5 people here now. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, we just got done talking about 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Season 5, Episode 1. It just kicked off, which, by the way, let me see when this show comes on. 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. So it premiered February 9th. So Mondays, I believe. So yeah, Mondays at 8/7 Central. Okay. So actually no. So what I would probably end up doing, because I know I said what I said. Okay, I know that. But since it comes out, I gotta check it, because sometimes they'll upload the episode, at midnight sometimes on the streaming platforms, but I don't think that's how 90 Day Fiance works, but we'll see. But either way, probably what will end up happening is after Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac gets done, then I will probably do not Married to Medicine child. I'll probably do 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life on Tuesdays, because it airs Monday night. So the after show is the next day. So that's what we'll do. Yeah. I knew I had it all up in here. I just had to get it out somehow. All right, y'all. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more Brainless Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Rolling.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brainley's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brainley's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, what the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mirar's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it.
Yes, indeed. I'm loving you right back. Welcome back in. 10 people in the building with me here. Yes, indeed. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. We just got done covering 90 Day Fiance, the single life season 5, episode 1. I think it might be a 13 episode season. So listen, we'll be here. Okay, we will be here. We will be here. We will be here. for that for sure. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn my camera now because we do the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. My Lord Jesus. Like I said, 10 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, every single one of you. Yes, indeed. So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Hopefully you guys' day went good today. Yes, indeed. Did it go good for you? Did you go to work today? Did you hang out the house? All that good stuff. I know for some people it's cold where they are, so they probably couldn't really do a lot. But, you know, for what you could do, you know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed. See, we'll chill out here for a little bit, probably till what? Maybe 1 hour, 17 minutes, and then we'll probably head on out of here after that. So, but yes, indeed. So, yeah, we're just chillaxing. Glad to have you here. Like I said, today was a bit of a day at work. It's all good in the neighborhood, though. It is. I got work tomorrow, and there's the weekend for me. Oh, well, that's so sweet. One of my good friends just had a child. Congratulations. That's amazing. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. It's always good to see people happy. Amen. It's always good to see people happy. Yes, indeed. So. So yes, it is. So, So yes, indeed. So, like I said, if there's anything that y'all want to talk about, please let me know, and I will gladly talk about it with y'all. I do not mind. I'm not talking with y'all at all about anything. Like I said, I'll keep it up for at least maybe to 1 hour and 20 minutes. I know. Just want to make sure everybody gets a good show, man. Lord. But yes, indeed. But Yes, indeed. So yep, we're just chillaxing here. Like I said, um, just chillaxing, y'all. So you. So yes, indeed, we're almost there to 1 hour, and we're almost there to 1 hour and 20 minutes. Then we will head on out here. By the way, I do want to try the the new, what is it? The flamethrower chicken strips at Dairy Queen. I definitely want to try that. Have you never had Dairy Queen before? Oh my Lord Jesus, the chicken tenders is where it's at. Okay, get that Texas toast. I will say the chicken tenders from Cane's and the chicken tenders from Dairy Queen are two completely different chicken tenders, but they both are good. Although I will say that when you go to Dairy Queen, right, you do get a bigger you do get a bigger, thing of sauce. You definitely do. So, yes. So, yep, as we get ready here to make it do what it do, let me get the daily motivator up for you all, and then we'll head on out of here. But a great live for sure. So here we go. Let me come on camera for this one because it looks like it's gonna be one of those, y'all. Message for you, for me, and for all of us. Amen. Amen. Here, let me get that up. So y'all. All right, here we go. Let me come on the camera. Hello, nice to see y'all. All right, here we go. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. John Wicker. Very wise words, good sir. All right, it's time for the day motivator for Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. Enriching experience. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, take a keen interest. Invest your attention and activate your awe. There is no boring or mundane situation or activity. Boredom is nothing but an interpretation. If you feel boredom coming on, don't permit that feeling to make you feel anxious or resentful. Instead, use it as a cue to look deeper into your surroundings and into your own thoughts. Even in the most extraordinary place, there are plenty of fascinating details to be uncovered, even when there's no other activity available to you. You're always free to depart on spectacular journeys of imagination. Make the most of the incomparable good fortune of your awareness and existence. Live the unique adventure of which you're always a part of. Quit yearning for what was. Don't wait for later. Stop wishing to be somewhere else. Although I'm not going to lie, Virgin Voyages cruise does sound very nice. I'm not going to say here one. This is the place. Now is the time for the enriching, fulfilling experience of life, Ralph Waldo. I got to tell you something. The enriching experience of life is as vast as we make it. I think about Hannah Montana. Life's what you make it, so let's make it right. Make it right. Y'all remember that song, right? From Hannah Montana. And it's cliche but true. Life is really what you make it. And I will say that the hardest job that anyone will ever have in life is being an adult. Okay? Doing this show is easier than being an adult. Okay? Drinking Sprite is easier than being an adult. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Eating a tray of Chick-fil-A nuggets with Polynesian sauce is easier than being an adult. But still, for all the bad there is of being an adult, there is some good, right? You do get to grow, you do get to evolve, and you are still here above the ground to make change on the ground. And that is a beautiful blessing. So that's the first thing I'll tell you is recognize that in the enriching experience of life, it does go on. As I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it to myself as well. Even when there's no other activity available to you, you're always free to depart on spectacular journeys of imagination. And it's true. In the words of UNICEF, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. My dad said it best. The day that you stop learning, you are done. You're done. You're done. And I think the reason why I've never really stopped growing, never stopped, evolving, never stopped ever being curious is because I was raised in a village that they carried that energy with them. And they wouldn't let me be nothing less but that. You know what I mean? So that's the second thing I would say. Possibilities are available to you. It's just how you take them and pursue them is up to you, right? That's the second thing I'll tell you. And finally, the third thing I'll tell you is quit yearning for what was. Don't wait for later. Stop wishing to be somewhere else. Now, I'm going to be real with you, Ralph. There's plenty of people that are wishing to be somewhere else right now, okay? So let's cut that. Let's cut the jive right now. But I do get what he's saying, everybody. It's very easy to say, God, I don't want to be here. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, that, and the third, da. But there's always somebody in the world that will gladly exchange places with you, right where you are. As y'all know, I've been applying for jobs for I don't know how long. I got to 1 million damn views. And I know I'm more than qualified to be able to help somebody else get to where they need to be. I still feel the way sometimes. Like, are we really doing this? Like, y'all still got the job posted up 6 months later. And for some of y'all want somebody on site. And it's just like, are y'all really going to leave the job that long? Where you could probably have the job fulfilled now with people who want to work now. Because I feel like this job shortage is only happening because they don't want to really do the right thing and just pay people, right? And I think the person at Spotify said best, if we hire you for a remote job, we expect you to be an adult. So how does that relate to this last line of quit yearning for what was, don't wait for later, stop wishing to be somewhere else? The fact that you are somewhere is a blessing. The fact that you don't have to wait for later is a blessing. And the fact that you can let go of what was and be at peace is a blessing. Sometimes we think an ending is tragic. We think it's sad. We think it's the end of the world. But may I suggest to you that maybe that ending was supposed to happen so you can have a beginning. Maybe that ending was supposed to happen so you can have a beginning. Maybe that ending was supposed to happen so you can have a beginning. Like I said before, why do you think I do the daily motivator at the end of every tour? So that way you can go to bed with something good on your mind. The world will drag you up to the highest sun and will drop you and put you through the deepest of dirt and then bring you right back up and leave you on the ground hoping that you're okay. That's what life will do. So I may not be able to give away, you know, tons of cars to everybody, not be able to pay the taxes on like Oprah did. I may not be able to, you know, I don't know, be able to be like that brother who paid off everybody's, you know, student loan debt at Morehouse College yet. But what I can do is give the best I have of what I can. Like I said before, everything that you have may mean nothing to the world, but when somebody gives you a piece of their everything, that should become something to you. Hold on to that. You are more wealthier than most, because rich people stay rich by being asleep, and wealthy people stay wealthy by being woke and paying attention to how they spend, how they invest, and how they consume. And I don't mean money, I mean time. I mean emotions, and I mean consideration. And with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say 1 point special, because you are always born of us. And special may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself is another thing. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, rise will be great together. Always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life. Or, you know, just trying to live life like Kimberly. A whole son and daughter that you put up for adoption. But the blessing of it is you have the chance to get it right. And that should be celebrated. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. Always remember, on see love, you got to give it. On see love, you got to give it. On see love, you got to give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen. Valentine's Day is coming up. That is going to be this Saturday, actually. If you do not have a Valentine, it's not the end of the world. It's not. The best way you can be a Valentine to somebody is just to be kind. Just saying hi does quite a lot. Because you don't know what that smile will do. You don't know what saying that hi will give. Most of all, you being considerate can change somebody's world. Even if it's just for a moment. At least they have something to hold on to that can make their experience of life better. I believe that's a great Valentine indeed. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings not only way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as people, as culture. I feel the love. I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been...
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradley over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.